come to
I
you
really
in
should have turned this
supplication.
volume down on this
Let none
narrator,
speak
but
ill
it is
of
what
you.
it is. We are going to see if we can actually get a decent Great Wall game in and go for a tourism victory late. I've never been able to make too much use out of the Great Wall or view it as very, above average strength. But we are going to see if we can make it happen. Let's see what kind of start we get here right off rip. Not a lot of resources around it, but not a lot of food. A couple 2/2 tiles here, I don't mind. We may go right here and found one over. And there's some elephants, yeah. So we're gonna go for a Great Wall move and just see how it goes. I know it's always cool to see the spectacle of the Great Wall, but then it's kind of lackluster. So to try to get the most out of it, we're going to crank out some try to big population cities to get bonus from that. 10 pop, get 2 gold. We 1 science and 1 culture per turn after you hit 10 pop. So we're gonna try to do that, and then we'll try to get a big Great Wall going for a tourism victory. And we will update y'all on how that changes as we go. So hope you guys enjoy checking out these new civs. If you didn't know these new civs came to console, go check them out and see which one of them interests you. So let's get right into it. We will found this city up here in a moment. And go ahead and just set him on exploration. Okay, so a lot of nice resources down south. We're probably going to go for these rainforests are not going to be good for our appeal and for our tourism, that's for sure, but we're probably going to go for pottery because we want population to boom as fast as possible. That's the main goal. Get a bunch of cities with big pop, and probably need a couple. We might just rush a couple slingers out instead of going scouts here, because there are going to be some barb villages near us, and I don't want that to be a problem early. So we'll update y'all as we go, and as we meet the other new civs. There's 4 other civs we're playing against here on, I believe we're on Emperor, and we will just let her roll out, see if we can get some use out of some Great Walls. So let's get into it. Alrighty, we are on turn 15 here. So you've got some pretty decent city-states near us. We're definitely going to go for suzerainship of Bandar Brunei, because if we're going for the tourism victory late, we're going to have a lot of trade routes going, and your trading posts in foreign cities provide +1 gold to your trade routes passing through them. So they get on a big train like that, it's going to give us a lot more gold. I don't know if we're going to want this one. Gain culture equal to 10% of the construction cost. Okay, yeah, that's very strong too. So we'll probably leave both of them up and go for suzerain of them. We went for a animal husbandry start so we can get use of all of this ivory. Look at all this ivory up here. So we're going to go for that. Try to get irrigation done here so that we can get a hold of these chocolate tiles down here as well. If we look at settler wise, okay, so we really only have a couple spots right there that we can get a settler in without taking Bandar Brunei out. So we got a couple spots here. We did find Mount Vesuvius, not a particularly good wonder, but we still want a hold of it for the tourism bonus that we'll get late game. So we haven't seen much to the left of us here. Looks like to the right of us is going to be a nice little ocean there. And we are going to get her rolling. We did go for Owls of Minerva. Sorry. Owls of Minerva, because we're probably not going to build too much military strength. It goes somewhat isolationism, especially when we're setting up for the wall. So we want to have suzerainship of a lot of these city-states to get a nice bonus out of it, and we're going to be sending out a lot of trade routes. So focus right now is going to be gain population, get trade routes set up, and expand out. In this game, building wide is a lot better than building tall, so we're going to build wide first if we can, get our nice little civ area captured so we can start setting up for the wall and see where we want that wall to go. And try to get a hold of some monopolies too here. If we can get the chocolate and ivory monopolies going, that would be great. So we'll see what's to the left of us. Haven't hit another civ yet, but we will keep you posted. Okay, we are now at turn 30. We've made some good advancements here. We took out one Barb clan. We now have suzerainship of these two closest city-states, which is nice. We've also seen Antannavarro now, which we would definitely like to keep around for suzerainship, because 2% culture for each great person earned is going to help us get down that culture tree really fast. Now they are already... They only have one envoy there from this, whatever civ is down here. White and red, that could be, I think that's maybe England or something. We're about to find out. With suzerainship of Bandar Brunei, we got all this extra vision down here from their warriors. And we went ahead and went for this hero. We had a couple to choose from, but we went for this guy. What is that? Anna-Nisi, I guess, the African demigod. His ability is we can burn bonus or luxury resources for a bunch of science and culture boosts. So we're going to use that for this early science and culture while we try to get Beijing's population up. We also went for Magnus, the kind of standard start. Next upgrade we get for our governors, we're going to get that settlers trained in the city do not consume population, so we can start spreading out quickly from Beijing. And we are just rolling along here. You see we're 2 turns away from a commercial district, so we want more traders up here soon. Especially with these city-states near us, we get traders to them. We get roads to them, that would be really nice, and we'll need a bunch of traders late game anyway. We actually just got our Pantheon. See if the good ones are still around. Obviously the one for the free settlers already been taken, but we will probably just take fertility rights here. We need population growth, so we're gonna go for that. There we go, and probably just step over here and burn this tile as well. Go ahead and finish astrology. And state workforce gives us a good opportunity to look at this. We still have the bonus on for fighting barbs just in case. And we're probably going to want to go for some wonders here soon. So I might go ahead and throw this on over that. And most likely this one's going to be a lot better. We don't need any more builders right now. So we're going to get that set up for when we start pumping out these settlers. And science-wise, we're just chucking through it here. We got a quarry built, and it's only going to take us 1 turn to get masonry. So we'll probably go ahead and grab this. That way we can go ahead and unlock the Great Wall. So we'll get that going. Extra builder here. Like I said, we already have animal husbandry rush, so we'll get a hold of this ivory as soon as possible, and this truffle and chocolates would be great too. So that's what's going on here. We're probably about to meet this new civ here soon. And what else we got? Oh, we got to look at these. Don't need military tradition. Have met 3 city-states, so political philosophy is going to be a must. It's going to be a must as soon as possible. And there is our next governor bonus. So settlers do not consume. So we'll go ahead and grab that now. And then in 2 turns here, when this commercial district finishes, we will go ahead and start pumping out settlers. So we'll see y'all in a couple turns. Oh, here's our first civ met. It is actually America, and it is Mr. Roosevelt, the Rough Rider. Now the question is going to be, do we want to befriend Mr. Roosevelt, or do we want to push him early? I guess it's going to depend mainly on...
Each of us is carving a stone.
There's masonry. I guess it's going to depend mainly on how established he is. He's clearly got a couple cities. He's got some military strength. But with no one else close to us, if we are able to take out Roosevelt here early, it would put us in a much better spot for building a huge Great Wall. So that's going to have to be a decision we make here. But we will see on a couple of turns and see how we've decided to progress with that. Obviously, it put us in a massively big lead if we were able to take him out, but I didn't research anything militarily here early, so you don't even get archers, because we were able to deal with the barb camps without them. But we do have battering rams unlocked already. I don't know, by the time we get down there, we may want to rush catapults. At the least, we would need warriors or swordsmen, so we'll see how that goes. I'll try to get a lay of the land there, and then even if we, like, Bandar Brunei only has warriors right now, so not a great levy troop push coming from Bandar Brunei. Maybe if we can take Anton Navarro too, we could levy both of them and push in, but we'll see what that looks like. The Americans have pushed out a settler up here, so we went ahead and decided to go for the attack. We've levied Anton Navarro and Bandar Brunei's troops, so we can kind of close them in and keep them from aggressing towards us while we crank out settlers. We've got another settler just now moving out north here, and we are going for Hanging Gardens here because we... Oh, it's not going to show it here, but click in the queue, we might be able to see it. Well, we can't see it. Anyway, we want to go Hanging Gardens here because the population boost across all our cities is going to be big. I mean, we want as much population as possible for setting up that bonus that we get for just having pop. And hopefully we can secure these settlers before he founds. Even if he does found, we probably can take the city afterwards. And we are moving towards catapults here. It's going to take a while. We need to get ancient walls built in one of our cities, so it doesn't take quite as long. But yeah, he's already got walls up there, so we got catapults going. That way we can push him with catapults, because that's really the only way we're breaking through here. And we are going to keep it rolling and see how this combat with old Roosevelt goes. I think with these troops levied, we should have enough mass troops to just kind of overwhelm him and keep him from healing. But haven't got a second trade route up yet, which is really unfortunate because our gold, we are getting 24 gold per turn. But we'll see how it goes. We do have, takes 40 gold, so we do have a couple slingers that we'll probably go ahead and upgrade to archers just so that we can push them a little bit, but we'll see how it goes here. Here we are on turn 44. We did complete the Hanging Gardens in Beijing. We've got a couple more cities out. We were able to take these settlers from America. We did lose our hero in the process, but he was on his last leg anyway. And we are rolling along here. We've got some of these levied troops from Anton Navarro and Bandar Brunei burning the farms and stuff in Washington to kind of slow them down. He's levied some troops here as well. Probably from Rapa Nui because he's got his governor there giving him suzerainship. But we are going to keep it rolling. I queued up the Timonaki here. Realistically, I probably should just go for another settler first, and then see if nobody else ends up getting a Timonaki, we'll finish it. But we're about to have catapults researched, so if we can get a couple of these other cities more set up, they really just got going. We need a builder in here bad. Let's see if we can get that builder. This builder is supposed to be heading up there. But we really... Okay, now we got this builder right here. So we'll go ahead and get that going. We'll send this builder up here to get the iron farm going or to get the ivory going. But we're looking like in a decent spot. Little bar village up here. They're going to have to deal with that because I don't really have the resources to. And assuming we can get this settler up to here near these pigs, we'll get another city founded there. And then we'll just slowly continue the close in on Washington. Like I said, though, it's going to take catapults to actually take him out. He's got some barbs to his south as well. It'd be great if I got vision on them and we were able to recruit some troops from them or something. That'd be cool. But we're gonna keep slowing him down in Washington and keep trying to close out and close in on him. We haven't seen this city yet, but he does have great pyramids here, we can see. So we'll keep you updated, see when we can actually get some catapults going. Alright, so we are at turn 49 now. We've lost most of our levied troops at this point. They're, Washington's pushing back, but we have been able to... Yeah, there we go. We have been able to pillage a lot of Washington and really slow them down with all those levied troops, so it came out great. We have seen Boston now as the second city he's got going over here. We got this city founded from the settlers that we stole. And we've got it just cranking out food with that special food project until we can get some builders over here. We'll probably go ahead and build this ivory camp and then try to get this builder down here to improve this truffle. It's going to take a couple turns for him to get there for sure. We have not completed anything that gave us another trade route yet because we've been kind of locked in on dealing with the military and the wonders. We're back on Intimanaki over here. How much does it cost to make a builder, by the way? 150. We may just pop another builder out here, or we may pop one out over here somewhere so that we can get... if we pop another builder out here, we can go ahead and complete an ivory monopoly. So we may do that as soon as possible. And we're just going to keep slowing them down. I think they're going to be in a pretty good spot to secure the defense. I mean, we haven't even started building any catapults yet, so we're waiting on that, just kind of securing a defensive position. We may just try to cripple them here like we have, and then go back to declare peace. Now, is machinery really worth it here? When we get the Crouching Tiger and whatnot, but I don't think it's really worth it. We really should probably just catch up on ironworking and horseback. Just try to catch up on those. So yeah, looking like we may not go for the closeout on Washington, but we have slowed them down and crippled them quite a bit. It depends on if we can get suzerainship and levy more troops. The economy is doing very well with all these luxury resources that we've got. And we are not even trading with anybody. We haven't met another civ. So if we keep the economy rolling, we can pump out some catapults quicker and then get in there on him. But I do like our spot here. 4 cities down, another settler coming out here. We're gonna send them somewhere over here, probably right here, to get a hold of this sheep and courts and everything. But yeah, we're rolling along. They are churning out a lot of troops, and they have a bunch of levied troops, but not enough to pressure us in any way. So, keep it going. Alrighty, so we're looking at making peace here with Mr. Roosevelt. We want to go ahead and extract this Epic of Arthur off of him. So we're going to give him chocolate for 30 turns, some gold, some horses, and we're going to make this peace. Getting out of the war weariness would be great for now. And then we're going to plan to regroup and restrike, probably with trebuchets here in the next, 20 to 30 turns. So there's peace talks done. Because he's pushing suzerainship of Antanavaro pretty hard. If we take a look at... Yep, so he's got 4 there. So we need to reclaim suzerainship of Antanavaro before we can make the push, and re-establish a little bit stronger population in some of these cities. They're growing slow, but they have a lot of gold and productivity. And we're starting to get more builders out to these luxury resources, get some corporations on them. And if we can lock all that down and get a nice boost here over the next couple turns, maybe get 1 or 2 more cities down, and mainly maintain suzerainship, we will be in a better spot to attack. If we look at... We're working on construction now. We'll have a water mill built here soon. And then we can go straight for military engineering which we need an aqueduct to get that boosted, so we probably will rush an aqueduct in whichever city is most applicable, so we can get to this, because if we can get these trebuchets down, he won't have, his walls won't put up much of a fight. We'll get a couple trebuchets in there. And suzerainship of Antanavaro with their levy troops would also be pretty much necessary, because if we don't have Antanavaro and he levies those troops, or if they just fight back with him against us, that's just too strong of a foothold right here for me to really pierce into where he's located. But I'm happy with how well we slowed him down. I'm happy with getting the free settler off of him. And we are going to keep it rolling and see what we can do. We definitely need more trade routes, so need to get some more commercial hubs going, but we're rolling. Turn 65 here. We did get denounced by Roosevelt, and we did hit a Dark Age, so not a good combo there. He has amassed quite a strong military as well, so if he is able to get suzerainship of Antanavaro, that's going to be a big problem. Let's take a look at it and see where we're at. Okay, so we're good on that. He's going to have to catch up to get that. But we don't have a lot of defenses. We need to get a couple defensive troops out probably to be safe. We did crank out a lot of settlers. You see, we're now well ahead on the cities. We got 6 cities already founded with another settler out. Only good city spot, though, is really over here. So we'll probably have to deal with these guys first. We'll deal with them. Then we'll get another city down over there. And I think we'll pretty much be good on cities for the time being, at least until we can push Roosevelt a little harder. Got a couple corporations down. Got the chocolate and the ivory corps down. Got the truffle corporations down, so we're good on that. Really a shame we hit the Dark Age, but we are still rolling. Still getting the economy booming. I mean, 46 per turn right now on the gold is great, thanks to all those corporations. So if we can get a couple more, really just a couple more districts down at this point, build the districts out and then get ready for a military push. We're getting an encampment done. We did get pretty lucky with this great general that we earned without even having an encampment, because we put on the card for it, because his ability is permanently reduce your empire's war weariness by 25%. So by the time Roosevelt's ready to go to war here, which may be in the next couple turns, we can hopefully get this encampment done and get that up so we don't have to suffer so much war weariness. A lot is hinging on Antanavaro right now. And Bandar Brunei, they have no military to offer us to help take this barb camp, so we're gonna take this warrior down there, or the swordsman down there, and this archer as well, and push them into this barb camp so we can get a foothold in a city here. He's still pinned in pretty well. He's still gonna have a difficult time forward settling me, with my population expanding a lot faster than his. So we'll see how it goes. We'll update you when he does declare war, but I expect it to be pretty soon. Actually, very next turn here, and we hit the First World Congress. You see, we've got more diplomatic points than anybody else because we've been maintaining suzerainship pretty well. Double points towards a certain great general or a certain great person. Chosen player generates 100% more grievances. On these, we're probably just going double points towards great merchants would be great for us. It's really the only one that would particularly benefit us. If we wanted to go no great people, we could try to slow down someone else's great scientist points, but I think we'll just pump a lot of points into trying to get double great merchants. And then chosen player, 50% less grievances. We'll put ourselves up for this just in case anybody else is getting mad at us. We'll just put 2 votes on it so that we can put another one on the merchants. So we'll see how that goes. I kind of doubt we really win these. But let's see what it says. Let's see what these guys got. We haven't met any of the other civs here. Ooh, wow. Okay, so they hit. Everybody wanted extra great scientist points. And then an unmet player received double grievances. So there may be a pretty big conflict going on somewhere else on the map we haven't seen yet. But double great scientist points don't help us much. We will probably have to get a couple of science. We haven't got a single science district out yet, so it is what it is on that front. We need to get these swordsmen down here ready to attack these barbs. And yeah, it should be any turn now that he wants to declare war. So we'll see. Alrighty, we are on turn 69 here. We are at 280 BC. And I have a feeling this is going to go pretty long, especially if we're going for a late game culture victory. Really nice to get a commercial. Is there any decent spots? Oh yeah. Great spot right here. So what we're probably going to do is, oh yeah, we got this. Boom, foreign trade routes to the city provide +2 gold to both. Yep, we'll go ahead and just found him in Beijing. So I think that's going to do it for part 1 here. And we will push out a part 2 and 3. I feel like it's going to go pretty late, so we'll probably just do it in 3 parts to keep these videos a little shorter. But we will push out part 2 and 3 here shortly. Current goals are continue to spread out and populate our starter continent here. Hopefully push through Boston and Washington. See if he's got anything on the other side of him. And then continue, and then get the Great Wall going and continue to get ready for the culture victory late. But right now I think we're in a good spot. Our economy is surely the strongest in the world. And we haven't bridged over the oceans to see what these other civs are doing, but if we can deal with this guy first, we'll be in a pretty much unbeatable position. But either way, that'll do it for part 1. Thanks for watching, guys. We're gonna keep her rolling.